It's counting down. Oh,
I think we're going. Yeah.
it's been a while for me. Anyway,
Wag
hello,
one.
welcome back to. Don't start. Welcome back to the Lazy Days podcast. I'm here with George and Matt today. Harry isn't here. Thank God. Thank God.
Fine,
Matt, what are you drinking, mate?
Oh, yeah, go on, Matt. I don't know what you're drinking.
Oh,
It looks
mate,
like
I've mastered the art of making iced lattes, so...
It just looks like milk with ice in it, mate.
It's
You
coconut
drink milk with
milk.
ice?
That's alright.
Milk with ice, bro.
Strange.
Strange. Strange.
fun fact.
There's
Tastes
no
good to
real
me, so-
format for this episode. We had an idea with Haz. He wanted to rip off James Acaster's podcast. And then Haz bailed because he has, I don't know, he didn't tell us.
No.
I don't know.
Has
We're
had
happy
to
he's
go
not
and
here.
get his
It's
third
fine.
ball looked at, which is apparently chafing today in the heat, so...
Oh, mate,
It makes
it's sweltering. It is well hot.
It's the first one without Has.
It is well hot, to be fair.
First time hasn't
I
been
know.
in,
There's already no structure. He's gonna hate editing this.
Yeah, he's gonna want to murder
It's gonna be a midweek short, 30 minutes. We don't even really know what the topic's about, to be honest. We were gonna do Haz's idea, but we want to wait till Haz is here. So Haz, as you're editing this, we want to wait for you. So there you
Why
go.
don't we explain
That'll be
Haz's
out.
idea, and we get people to comment if it was a good idea?
Because none of us know.
None of us know what's going on.
No
I think-
one knows what
I
we're
think
talking
the
about.
idea was the fact that he wanted us to say our dream meal, and I'd assume it would have 3 courses in, and then somehow stretch it out to be 45 minutes.
Cool, right? But what would happen is, I'd go garlic bread, steak, ice cream. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Laters. And it wouldn't be an episode. It'd be a TikTok, and we'd all have to hit the renegade on the way out. So it wouldn't. I don't know. In my mind, anyway, how it would have gone just wouldn't have been that strong. But he's probably got a structure for it.
I don't know.
He
I've
probably
watched
knows
the
exactly what goes with it.
podcast before. And they long it out. They do. They get a good hour out of it.
Oh, I bet it's possible.
But they are comedians, so you know, swings and roundabouts. So this episode has nothing. I don't understand what
There's
we're
no
doing.
destination, but it has not. I mean,
We can talk about
journey in itself.
the heat. Very hot.
Heat. That's a great topic, Jake. It's very
It's
hot.
thank you. Thought of it myself
Hotness.
just because I'm absolutely pissing with sweat. It's very hot.
Could talk about my haircut.
I don't-
I've had
we
a
can't- we-
haircut, That's alright.
I think it's nice. I think your haircut's quite nice. If I'm being quite... You joined, and I
I
thought.
don't want
that's
to
a-
talk
that's
about
a
your
smart looking
haircut.
trick.
Why are you trying to Why are you always trying to plug?
Look at that fucking.
That's a barber.
line in my hair.
In case
We know he's
you
a
haven't
barber,
watched
but he's
every
always
other
trying.
episode.
He's always trying to plug scissors.
I'm gonna score
barbers.
so many goals
To be
on
honest,
Monday night.
I
Look at
thought
that line in my hair.
You say
have
you're gonna
started
get so many
scoring. That's
girls.
right.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
Goals.
I thought you said
Goals.
girls. I thought you said I'm gonna score so many girls. I was like, hang on a minute.
No.
No goals.
VAR check. I just
Yeah.
seek Kyle on YouTube. That's fine.
It's nice to see though, Matt, that you are finally scoring goals. It's refreshing to click on, like, because I go on the website every now and then just to see what's going on, and I see Matt
Yeah.
scored like 2. I'm like, oh,
He's a
about
confidence
time.
player, George.
5 in 3 games.
He reminds me of a young. He reminds me of a young Giroud. To be honest, he's got the nose for
I
it.
get Giroud vibes.
Yeah.
Just with less sort of like, I don't know.
Less sort of French
Talent.
flair. Yeah.
Yeah, French flair's nicer actually.
Thank
We'll
you.
say French flair.
French flair. Say it 3
Yeah.
times faster.
French flair, French flair, French
You
flair.
can't exactly. God, this episode's shit.
No, this is excellent. Now this is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about.
What we're going to talk
This is what
about?
we're gonna talk
Olivier
about.
Giroud.
I wouldn't eat
Well, I
curry
feel
in
like-
this heat.
Yeah,
Neither.
well. I would
There you
actually.
Oh no! Hang on.
I'd eat
There you
anything
go.
in this
I'm
heat.
back. No, I'm not.
Oh, ice cream in this heat.
Ice cream
That's
in this
banging.
heat
Can't eat ice cream,
is-
it's bad for me.
Oh yeah,
I'm
lactose.
intolerant. Lol.
Lactose, baby. Yeah, this has
But
no.
I feel like
this has no
originally this
rhythm.
was the
This
idea.
episode's-
We were supposed to be just talking about shit. That's like
About
that was-
food?
that was what it was supposed to
We
be.
could talk about
Yeah.
food.
I don't mind talking about food.
I'd happily talk about food. What kind of food?
Matt, if you were at a restaurant right now and the menu was unlimited, mate, what would you get for a starter? There you go.
Unlimited. So is it unlimited starters? Like,
as in any starter in the world you want, you can.
Any starter out? Christ alive! Packet of pork scratchings, mate. That'll do. Mate.
What? Hang on.
Okay.
So you're like turning up to like.
The Ritz.
I don't understand.
Just
Where are you going?
asking
The
for
White
a bag
Hart?
of scratchings.
Are you going? The White Hart?
I don't even think they sell them.
You sound like
They
Andy
definitely
off Little
don't do.
Britain
They
when he goes to that posh restaurant and asks for crisps.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like.
No,
That is what
I
you
kid.
sound
You
like.
can't go wrong with a bit of calamari, mate.
God,
What
this
about
sounds
you,
like a topic
George?
timer.
Oh, calamari. That's an
Calamari
excellent
is
shout from you,
I
Matt.
think it's my favourite starter.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yeah,
Haz's
I'm
episode
gonna-
here. I thought we were waiting. We're doing sneak
Well-
peeks for next week. That is exciting.
Listen,
that is
we
very
are
exciting.
desperate here.
Hey, no, this is
We're
a topic
desperate.
timer. There you go. We talked
Topic
about
timer.
food. I mentioned Little Britain. Let's move on to TV. That's exciting.
Oh, I love it.
What's everyone been
Yeah.
watching recently? You been watching anything interesting?
Oh, I'll go
I have.
first. Rick and Morty
New
season
season.
5.
I've not
is
watched
out.
it yet. Any good?
I've never seen it.
It's
You're
really
odd.
good.
Matt's one of them
Really
people that
good.
like prides himself on not watching Rick and Morty. You can just tell.
Nah, you got
Well,
it.
no, I
It's
just-
brilliant.
He's not smart enough for it.
I respect that. That's what
Nah,
Liz
to be
told
fair,
me.
George, if you like
Go
Rick and
for it.
Morty, on Disney Plus they've got a show called Solar Opposites.
Okay.
And it's exactly it's basically like Rick and Morty, and it's great. I'm not gonna lie,
I like Rick and Morty.
it is fucking good. And they're like these aliens, and if anyone ever pisses them off, they just shrink humans, and they've got like a miniature world in their house of humans, and like it's just sick. But like the whole thing, it's
That's
class.
good.
I would
Justin
recommend.
Roiland's in that.
It is good. I would recommend.
Justin Roiland's in it, and he's the one who writes Rick and Morty, isn't he?
There you go then.
He's part of the cast on this show, so
There you go.
gotta be good.
It is good.
He's
Would
done well
recommend.
there, to be fair.
Matt, what you been watching, mate?
I've just restarted Normal People, which is a show on.
Hang on, I
BBC
swear you were
iPlayer.
flexing
It's quite good.
Sopranos on your Instagram story. That's what I thought you were going to talk
And I'm watching Soprano as well. I've watched
How's
it
that for you?
2 times yet. I didn't sleep last night, so I watched Normal People.
Yeah, the classic sleepy time TV. Yeah. So how's
It is,
Sopranos?
it's good.
How's that doing for you, mate?
It is good. It's not
You fe-
that slow, but it's definitely not the fastest to get into it.
You feeling
Annoying
part of
for
the
a
family
gangster.
yet? You feeling part of the mob?
Oh, 100%. If I wasn't already, now I am.
I think you are, to be fair. Yeah.
yeah, I see it.
I haven't.
What about you, Jake?
I mean, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones with my girlfriend because she's never watched it. She's never watched
Okay.
it, so we were like. She bought me the box set for Christmas, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice," because I like all TV shows that I love. I like having them physically to have.
Yeah.
So she bought me that, and then she was like, "Oh, I've never watched it before." I'm like, "I feel like this was a present more for you, but that's fine." So we've been watching that. We're on the last series. She fucking loves it. I love Game of Thrones anyway, so I'm all over it. Yeah, class.
Yeah,
been watching that.
I love Game of Thrones until the last season.
Grow up, George. The last season's good. It's just not how you wanted it to end.
I've never
That's
seen
why you
it.
don't like it.
I don't like it because it contradicts. Oh, no, I really don't want to talk Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
don't
I
spoil
wanna
it
go
anyway,
deep
because if
talk
Amelia
about Game of
watches this,
Thrones.
she'll hunt me down.
Yeah.
Don't spoil anything.
I won't spoil it, but it just felt like it contradicted a lot, and it felt like some things that were supposed to matter didn't.
Yeah, I know. I get what you
It
mean,
felt
but also
disappointing.
I can't talk about it because it's classified information because I will be killed. So
I respect
that's
that.
fair enough.
I
I've
respect
also
I was gonna say,
halfway
put Patsy on
through
this.
series 3 of Breaking Bad.
Good.
Yeah.
It's
Breaking
pretty
Bad's
good.
really good.
Jesse's he's pretty cool. Can't lie.
He's a good character.
Yeah.
What's happening at the moment? I finished it,
What's
so-
happening in it? The Los Puyo Hermanos guy was like, "Hey, whoa, come cook in my awesome lab," and he's like, "No, I'm out the game." And Jesse's like, "Wait, no, I want to use your secret formula," and they're like bitching with each other.
Yeah. White, Mr. White, come on. It's good.
It's not even
That
bad.
is decent. Oi, you know, that is decent. Tell him, lads, decent.
Come on.
Talking about football nonsense,
Tell 'em, lad,
allegedly.
Oh my god, Gilfy.
Someone explain this to me. Someone explain this to
Allegedly
me.
Gilfy.
I try to get my
Gilfy
head
touches
wrapped
Chelsea.
around it.
Yeah.
Gilfy Sigurdsson,
What-
31-year-old Everton attacking midfielder, ex-Tottenham, ex-Swansea.
Ex-Tottenham legend. Might I add.
Legend. Loves children, Matt.
Apparently, allegedly,
Oh.
allegedly,
Allegedly. Allegedly really enjoys it when he has to walk out with a mask on.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is not the best thing. If it wouldn't be my go-to interest, you'll be glad to know.
No.
So,
No,
No.
not children.
allegedly,
No. Allegedly.
not that he'll watch this,
Kind
but
of.
if he did, allegedly,
Imagine he's sat there now like,
pressing charges.
"Phew, I didn't think they'd talk about
Imagine
me.
pressing charges. Yeah, but we said allegedly.
I feel
so
like
it's
this
fine.
is a good segue into clubs now.
Football
reopening and
nonsense
stuff
to
like
clubs. Let's go. Right.
What
Mate,
a
this topic
segue.
timer is
Because-
class, by the way.
that. Being
There's
being,
no time.
because there is no time.
There is a timer, it's in my head. We've been going for about 15 minutes, and it's been the longest 15 minutes of my life. But carry on. Matt, what was your segue into clubs, mate? As in pro clubs or clubs?
Well, I feel like nonsense and stuff like that. I just feel like,
Just ignore the
don't
question.
get me wrong, I'm not trying to justify it and everything like that. But if you go to a
Fucking hell,
club
where's this
and
going?
then somehow underage people get into that club, that should be a safe space for people over the age of 18, surely. And I
Okay,
don't
okay.
think you should
I agree with you.
reap
Yeah.
the consequences as much.
I agree
Because-
with you.
Yeah.
Because you should you would like
You sound like the
sane
kid who goes
mind
when you
assume
when you
that
when
every-
you when you try when you think when you could do anything you want.
and have you seen that? Got any fish food?
No.
That's good.
I've not seen that one. Have you, George?
Nah.
No, I've not seen that one, mate.
But anyway, I just feel like it should be a safe space for people over the age of 18. So we
Should
need
be.
to keep them out.
Yeah.
Keep the kids
Other
than
out
that,
the
but
club.
clubs are
I
open
think
again.
that's what the bouncers do. I think that's what their job. The bouncers.
Yeah.
They
Just to
don't.
whack them out.
And yeah, if we're talking clubs, we are going clubbing next week. Actually, that's quite exciting, isn't it? Not for George. There's a history
to
of
a club.
alcohol abuse. He's not an alcoholic. He just
Listen.
can't drink.
George and alcohol.
He
do not
cannot
get
drink.
along
If anything,
That's why we've lumped
alcohol
him with-
abuses George.
That's why we've lumped him with Tam.
Yeah.
So then, when it gets to half
Yeah.
11, we don't have to deal with him.
Nah, I'll go.
He
go.
suddenly
I'll go,
doesn't
but
become our problem,
with-
which is nice.
I respect.
I don't. George, I
I'm
was a
not
bad
looking
friend. I
forward
would
to
look after you if you were in a bad way. There you go.
I appreciate
welcome.
that, but
Matt
I'm not gonna
wouldn't.
get in a bad way this time.
Matt wouldn't. No.
Would you not? Would you not?
He
Matt?
I'd make one of these
notoriously.
if you like.
Needed it.
What? Milk with ice?
Nah.
Milk with ice.
No, I don't want milk ice.
Milk ice.
Ice
Milk
milk
ice.
even.
Milk ice,
Coconut
that's
milk and
Milk
ice.
ice.
Bro, just drink normal milk like us big and strong boys. Exactly, your
I'm
body
alright.
rejects it.
Feeling good.
Lactose.
Lol. Can't even eat ice cream without shitting yourself.
Lol. Has to wonder where the toilet
can,
is when he gets a
dairy-free,
Ben and
so-
Jerry's. Lol.
Hey. See, this is where Haz would step in and move it on, but because us three don't, we'll just sit here and talk
Shitting
about
yourself
um,
after
pooey
eating Ben
fucking
and Jerry's.
milky
I
stomachs.
know, we can't
Yeah.
move it on.
This feels like
I don't even know what to move it in for.
it feels
Mate, I
like
can
an
just
episode
picture
of
Haz.
Waffling.
Haz is going to be editing this.
Hi, Harry. I'm thinking of. Wait, hang
Oh.
on. I've got another topic we can move on to because we're definitely recording the time and we're definitely doing a topic timer right now.
Uh-huh.
I watched the new Space Jam movie.
Oh, good.
Not that
Well
that's
done.
a topic,
Was it good?
but I did. And it was it good. LeBron's acting is worse than Michael Jordan's. It's really stiff, like it hurt. But the film actually wasn't too bad. His acting was so stiff.
Okay.
Like he should never act again. That's fine. He's done one film. That's it. It was terrible acting.
Yeah.
But it was like that classic sort of kid.
Right.
I feel like if I was like when I first watched Space Jam again, like when I was like 11, 10, I'd love it. I did like it because I liked the first
Yeah.
Space Jam. It wasn't as good as the original, but yeah, it weren't too bad. I did quite enjoy it. So yeah, I wouldn't choose that over the one that I did watch. But hang on, I wouldn't choose that over the original. That didn't make any sense. Wouldn't choose that over the original.
Yeah, no, I got what you meant. Don't worry, mate.
That is my topic timer on cinemas, because that's where I've been recently, to the cinema. It's quite exciting.
Cool. Oh, I miss cinema. I ain't been cinema in so long.
Probably over a year, isn't it, George?
Well, I was cinema like last month.
You're odd. What'd you watch?
Conjuring.
The Conjuring. Devil Made Me Do It.
Any good?
How was that?
Alright.
Scary?
No, it was fine.
Sweet.
No, I'm not really.
I'm angry with
I get like.
I'm angry with cinemas recently. I get nachos.
Why?
Obviously. I'm not a child. I eat nachos at the cinema. What are you gonna do? Fight me? No. Comes in the little plastic tub. You get your little salsa, your guac, your cheese sauce. It's all good. But no, it's not all good. Fucking Odeon MK Stadium. I'm coming for you. They put the Doritos not into the plastic container anymore. It comes in a bag of crisps, and you have to empty it yourself. In the one, chief, when you're trying to balance the ticket and your large Coke, and you're like that, it's not good. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, that sounds. Like
to be honest, it's the most first world problem I've ever had. But it really dampened my mood watching Space Jam, trying to pour out crisps into my little plastic tub.
I bet it did.
I
It would
was
dampen my
fuming.
mood too, mate.
I don't even know why. It just, not impressed.
Half a job.
Not impressed. This is where Haz would move it on. Someone say another topic, because I've.
So guys, it'd be like, so guys. Speaking of crisps, I went on a crisp trip to Thailand.
Oi, to be fair, we should all do.
it'll
I
be
know
like
what we can do for
hard
this topic
decent.
timer. Let's do Harry Wick's impersonations topic timer. That's exciting.
Oh, Matt's
right, so everyone,
Yeah.
we can pretend to be Harry. Everyone take it in turns. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Not me. I'm getting.
I need to think of a
zone.
phrase or something to say.
Right, well, Matt's
to be
turned
fair,
himself
how's
into
it?
a man, so that's brilliant.
For the visually impaired, Matt has glasses on. Speaking of visually impaired, Blue Van Man is still coming on, I think.
Probably not.
Probably not.
We'll see.
He
We'll
said
see
it like
what
a
happens,
bump.
mate.
What's the crack with what's going on with
No,
Don't say
man.
it.
Don't say it.
Don't
Matt.
say it.
No.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
You
Matt.
don't need to
Nah,
say
you don't
it.
need to say
You
it.
don't need to
You
say
don't
it.
need to say
You
it.
don't need to say it. You don't need to say that. It's fine. It's fine.
that?
It's fine.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, it's not like I flexed
No,
to my
no.
brother because my brother liked his podcast with a certain other famous podcaster, and I flexed about seeing this potential person. It's fine. It doesn't matter. You don't need to admit it. Yeah,
It's fine. Doesn't
it's
matter.
definitely Voldemort. That's why
When
we're
are we
not
going to
talking
step
about
up and?
He who shall not be named. That's why we're not talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I haven't been on for a while. Are we talking about that person that just being
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. It's fine. We don't need to talk
No, don't talk about that. It's fine.
He's actually a really nice guy, and I bet he'd really love this podcast if he wants to.
To be
come
fair,
on and just-
this
I'd hate this
topic timer, if this was the advert for the
Can you
podcast,
imagine if we got him on for this one? Imagine.
so mad.
mate, he'd leave. Come on.
He'd be like,
He'd
"Who is
100%.
this shit?"
He'd 100% after 10, 15 minutes. He'd be done. That's it. He'd literally just be like, he'd ask to
Yeah,
pause.
he'd have left.
He'd
He'd
ask.
have left
He'd,
the calamari.
he'd
have
ask
left
to
5 minutes
pause.
in.
And that'd be it. But it's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm not fussed. It's fine.
My dream is to get someone on really important, and we not talk to them at all through the whole thing. Just have him literally just sat
That'd
there.
be so funny.
Why would you want to do that?
It'd be so funny. And then every time we
Alright,
go,
Matt,
we
there
get.
you
And
go.
every time they
I
try and
don't know if
talk,
this
cut
has
them
been
off.
done
Shut
before.
shut.
Shut your freaking mouth.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
I-
Shut up.
shut
Shut up.
I don't know
shut
if
up.
this has been
Shut up. We should do
done.
that to Haz next episode.
We do that to
Shut-
Haz every episode. We
He
do it to
edits.
Haz every episode. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we do.
But
actually.
Matt, the big question. I don't know if this has been done. It probably has. But talking of podcast guests, who do you potentially want to get on? Like realistic, not like saying Post Malone or something. Like realistically, who would you want to get on? Didn't like that song.
Christ.
I did.
Did you like Post Malone's new song, Matt?
I think at the start of this, I said, I haven't heard it.
You're odd. Who do you want on then?
Cool.
Come on. Harry,
haven't
don't
heard it.
ever leave an episode again. I can't
Oh,
believe this
Christ.
is going to go on YouTube. If this gets more than 10 views, I will literally... I'll scream. This is mad. It's probably the worst episode we've ever...
I'll apologise.
It's definitely the worst. I'm going to promote this
one
one so much, more than the other ones. So much. Just so it gets loads of views. Just so Harry's annoyed.
If you continue to watch to the end of this video, I shall get my nipple out and show you my very bad burn. So that means you go and create a YouTube channel. Go over, subscribe
if you're
to
watching
us.
on Spotify, fair
And
play.
it'll be alright.
I would be as well. And the amount of viewers we've lost after you've just said that.
Nah, people want to see it.
Matt, dream guest.
My dream guest. Christ. At the start, when we started this whole thing, I said Joe Weller, but I haven't watched a Joe Weller podcast or a video in probably like a year now. So, Christ, I really don't know.
I wouldn't. He wouldn't come on.
No.
Let's be real. We said realistic. I'd want to get any Charlton player on the podcast, preferably from the season when we won Wembley. That would be my dream guest. No one else
I
would
can
want to
respect
come
that.
on. That's fine. I'll just talk to myself. So
Has, because we apparently, I think we've all learned one thing today, and that's that filming a podcast about Harry is
I think this has
messy.
been a success. To be
Fine.
to say
honest,
the least.
I think that's quite rude, George. I think this has been
Fun.
probably the best podcast episode we've ever done. Even
Yeah,
passing the one that got over 1,000 views.
Yeah.
I don't know how that blew up so much, by the way.
How did that one get
That is
1,500
nuts.
views? By the
How-
way,
Like that blew up. That blew up
Mental.
massively. He put the correct hashtag in. Well done. Hashtag Harry. Well done. Well done. Yeah, don't forget to hashtag it. Yeah.
Well,
my dream guest. I'm gonna jump right in. My dream guest is still
Oh,
Lawrence
Lozcast,
McKenna.
what a
I don't
guy.
care if he keeps airing my messages.
Talking
or
of Lozcast
not replying
and
to the
True
emails, but
Geordie,
big
they
fan.
rented their studio out to KSI Logan Paul. George, have you listened to that?
Jake, do you know who I am?
I've listened.
Of course,
I've listened to the
that. I don't
first
have a
20
life,
minutes so far, and it's very enjoyable. I don't really like Logan Paul, but it's good.
I've got a story
See, I
for you
do.
guys.
I
If
like
you're
them
happy
both.
Yeah,
to just let me
yeah,
take
that's
the reins
fine.
of
Well,
it.
it's not like we were actually getting someone with a conversation. That's
Mate,
fine.
please.
You butt in. It's fine. Me and George finally found something to talk about. That's fine. It's not like we've been going for 30 minutes and we finally
Of all
found
the
something to
times.
talk about. That's fine. You carry on. Take the floor.
Go on, Matt.
Yeah,
sure?
well, I've forgotten what I was going to say now, so take the floor.
Listen, the dance floor
Right.
is yours, mate. It just better be a fucking good story to interrupt me and Jake.
It is a
Is that
fucking
understood?
great story, and I'd love to know what you guys think of it at the end, because there's a theory behind it.
Okay.
All right, so and cool. So like 2 weeks ago, as everyone knows, I turned 22 and I went to London with my girlfriend.
Happy birthday, mate. And congrats on the London trip.
Later that evening, thank you. Later that evening, we were going out for dinner. No, honestly, this is
Yeah.
this is a brilliant story. This is such a
That
good
was a
story.
dream meal.
So, however, we get to this restaurant, and the fucking menu's huge. It's called the Big Easy. If you want to go and if you don't want to listen to me tell it, go on the Google reviews, because I've left the meatiest 1-star review ever.
Oh,
I could
you're
give it
such a
0.
Karen.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, carry on.
Should I read it out?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to
do
read
it,
the
do it. We
review
need-
out.
We've
do
got
it? I
to
want
make
to read
this
That's
this
great.
half
That
an
sounds
hour.
like content.
We need to record for another. Not that I've been counting, 6 minutes or so. So carry on.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Wow, what a terrific audience. Yeah, I know.
Just
It's
get
only
out.
6 well, 5 minutes now, mate. Hurry up.
They've had so many 1-star reviews, lad. Let me
Why
just
did you
find
go?
it.
So why would you go?
Because I didn't look, because it was supposed
You
to.
just
It
thought
looked, the
'cause
menu
it's in
looked
London,
really good.
it's
Fucking just
bougie
listen
and
to the
nice,
review.
and I
Let me
bet you paid over 100 quid for 2 people, didn't you?
Definitely did not. I could have, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
Did you say to Chloe you only got her a water and a
no.
side salad? That's what it was. Dessert
Yeah.
was just bloody, I don't know, rice pudding.
Ice.
Ice.
Hold the
So
cream.
many lo-
That's the shit.
So many low
ever.
fucking reviews.
Matt, can you
Jesus
get this
shit.
review up, please? Can you just tell the story?
Man, fucking hurry
Mate,
up. We just
I'm
made an
try- I'm-
ice
I'm
hold the
lit-
cream joke. It's gone.
All right.
I'm literally just trying to find it. There's so many low.
George, have you ever had a
one-star
bad
reviews
restaurant
on
While
it.
Matt
experience,
finds that, I was going to say, the thing is, even if I did, they wouldn't know about it. I'm too much of a person. I'd just be like, oh, this is great, thank you. I'd be like, this is love. Oh, yeah, this.
My
Cold,
girlfriend
but
will
lovely.
always complain if
Brilliant.
there's something wrong. Like, if there's something not right, she's happy to. She won't just complain for the sake of it, but like if there's something wrong, like the steak's not cooked how she wants, or if it's cooked,
No.
she'll say something. I won't. If I went, I'm going Miller and Carter
I
on
won't.
Saturday, and if I
Hell
went
no.
there and I asked for my medium rare, like I do, and it come out well done, I'd eat it. I'd be like, oh, it was alright. Well,
Yeah, for
what
sure.
I'm used
For
to.
sure.
It's fine. It was decent. No, I wouldn't say
tasty,
anything. Whereas
yeah.
she'd be like, send it back, send
Oh.
it back, say something.
Speaking of steak, right? Tav will order a fillet. And then get it
So
well
there's
done.
no point in him ordering a fillet then. He eats
Honestly,
welled,
he told
and
me
you.
once, and I've never
And
wanted
we're
to
friends
punch
with this
someone in the
guy?
face.
Here we are. I found it.
Oh, thank God! What a day!
I
Right.
was going to go for
This
You've
is
this.
a
got
big
3
one.
minutes, mate.
What a day.
So I've titled it, honestly, the worst service I've ever received. I went to the Big Easy Friday, the 2nd of July, sat down at 8 and thought, this place is amazing. You walk by the kitchen
What is
and
this,
you see food
GCSE
coming out
English?
and can't feel jealous. You're not getting any of that.
It's still getting out.
And then we were sat down outside and the views of London, which was just stunning. That is the only good part of my evening. We sat down at 8 and the menu is huge and you really can't choose. There's so much, which is a good thing. So I guess that's another good thing. However, we chose what we wanted and waited to be served. After 20 minutes, we were finally greeted and met with a very awkward waiter who had his mask around his chin.
Oh,
Unlike
bloody
others who
Cove
had it
idiot!
popular.
Cove idiot! Bloody
awkward.
Cove.
We
idiot.
weren't we weren't told before, and we sat down. The shrimp and the crab wasn't available, so we ordered it and we told we couldn't have it. This was no problem due to the big menu. However, we asked for 2 different things and was told by the irritated waiter that he just told us 20 seconds ago that we couldn't have it, even though it was a different meal completely. Having made our new order, we waited. Soon came our drinks were actually quite nice, but I asked to have 2 more drinks, so 2 for myself and 1 for my girlfriend, so 3 in total. The waiter told me that I don't need 2 drinks to myself and I should just have 1 and my girlfriend can have another.
What the fuck?
We waited 40 minutes until I asked if there's any news with our starters, which we hadn't received. The waiter said he'd check for us. He came back irritated, said it's only been 20 minutes since you've ordered. When it hadn't, so we said, sorry. Well, when it hadn't, so we said he said, sorry, 20 minutes since you've had your starters, and then we said, but we haven't even had a bit of food. We haven't even had our starters. So he went back off to check and came back saying the exact same thing, like the conversation had never just happened. And he told us, I don't know what restaurant you've been into, but usually after your starters you wait 20 minutes to half an hour to have your main. And we told him again,
No.
we haven't had our starters. So he ran off again and came back with another waiter who I could see was carrying our mains before we had the starters. The waiter had been serving us all night told us, some Spanish fucker has taken your starters to a
He did not
to the
say
wrong
that.
table,
Hang
so
on a
this is what we're
minute.
gonna
The
do.
waiter said
We're
that.
gonna-
Word for word. Word for word.
I quote, some Spanish fucker and remember this Spanish bit, has taken them to the wrong table, being our starters. And then he said we shouldn't bother with them and we won't be charged for them, but we should eat our mains because he doesn't want to send them back. And we were hungry, so we agreed, but as he left, he told the second waiter to cancel our starters, so it's clear he definitely didn't even write them in.
Mate, these
Okay,
people
I take back
suck.
not saying anything. I probably
I'd
would
love
have
to
said
say the
something at
food
this
was
point.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
outrageous. I fully
I'd
would
love
have
to
said
say
something
the
at this
food
point.
was great
Some
and the
Spanish
night was
fuck.
brilliant from then on. We ordered side fries that never turned up until the same waiter asked if we wanted to add fries to our meal. We said we had already ordered them. Asked if he'd remembered. He ran off to
You
get
were friends
them,
with
but
that.
before he went, he asked if we wanted sauces. So we said yes. So we went to go and get the chips and came back, and yet again, it's like the last convo never happened. And he asked if we wanted sauces. The food was okay. £20 is very steep for what you get, despite if it's lobster or not. The waiter took our drinks off the bill and service charge, which was fair, so we paid only for our mains. The night was shambolic and terrible, partly because it was my birthday, and the waiter commented on my age, which I wouldn't have cared about, but he called me 18, when in fact I was 22.
That sounds like the worst
Not that I
birthday
look,
night.
not that
ever.
I look
Me and
it, but
Jake
it's
are like-
still breach of personal
That
space.
sounds terrible.
I left annoyed. So it may have sounded
still
petty,
more.
but I was so done with the evening. Anything was getting to me. By far the worst service I've ever had at the most expensive place I've ever eaten, so it doesn't add up. I'm not sure if the waiter had split personality, and that's not to sound rude, but it felt like he went to another place half the time he was serving us. He even greeted us twice, as he would at the start. And basically,
Imagine being
this is the
halfway
main
through your
part.
main and he goes,
So
"Welcome
so-
to whatever it's called, Double E or whatever you went, wherever you went to."
No. It's even worse than this. You two have sat down, basically, and I'm like, "You alright, guys? Welcome to the Big Easy. I'm Matt. I'm going to be taking your order today. What can I get you?" We've done that whole bit, and I'm writing down, "George, you want the Goujons?" And I'm writing down. I went, "Yep, and the Goujons." And hello, well, I'm Matt. Welcome to the Big Easy today. So today, what we're going to get started. It's just literally like something flip, and he just went reset
I've
button.
never been somewhere like
that's
that. Why didn't you say this
So-
earlier? This episode
so,
is
you
fine.
know,
It's
you
good.
kinda wanna
We can
go.
chop out the last 20 minutes. This is decent.
Yeah.
Just finally kicked
So,
on.
you know how I told you remember the
Yeah.
Spanish part, yeah? So
Yeah.
Chloe goes to me, "Do you reckon it was a language barrier?" I went, "He's fucking English, he's Cockney." And she went, "Definitely was
Right.
not. When he was talking to me, he was foreign." I went, "It was English." So that's where I got the split personality. You know how we said some Spanish fucker
Right.
is taking your main?
Him.
Maybe what's it, Patricia from Split has taken our mains to a different table.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
But mate, it was sham
mate.
fucking bollock. And at the end, he said, "I'm really sorry about this, guys. Obviously, I've sorted you guys out. You guys had a good night." And he went to me and he tapped me on the shoulder and he went, "We don't need to sort this outside then, do we?" To me, I kid you not.
Did you tip
What the
him?
fuck?
He basically said, "You don't need to like offer
should've
me
said
out."
yes.
In
Did
America,
you
mate,
tip
you'd
him?
have had to have tipped him 20%.
Did I tip?
Mate, in America,
No, because
man,
he
you'd
was
have to
like,
give him
$10.
of the
Come
meal.
on.
he had the guts to say at the end, because there's a service charge in most places in London. He went, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've taken a service charge off." Yeah, and then like halfway through, we paid the bill, and then he went, "And what we going for desserts?" And I went, "We just fucking paid the bill."
Mate,
Like, we're going.
I really
Can't
want to
write
go there. Where is it in
No,
London? I
no,
really
you
want to go
can't.
there. I really want to go there.
Can we go?
Canary
I wanna
Wharf,
go.
mate.
This sounds
Canary
awesome.
Wharf.
I'm going. I'm gonna go.
Canary Wharf.
I'll let you know if it's just a shit. Yeah, I'll go.
Jake,
And
can we
like
go?
there was a live band. There was a live band, and he told us not to clap them because they're shit. And if we clap them, they'll carry on singing.
That's the best waiter ever.
Are you having me on?
I'm not. This guy was like, this is live band, and we were like, "Oh, don't clap them." It was just encourage them. They're shit.
That is the best waiter I've
This guy
ever
sounds
heard.
terrible.
I knew we were fucked because you could see like the manager go up to him and he was like rubbing his shoulders before he came to
We're like hyping him
serve
up.
us.
I was a manager is
Christ,
hype,
here we
man.
go. Here's the shit
Oh my god.
one. Like he was like, "That's all right. It's just one table tonight, mate. It's just one table. You've done really well. It comes to sit, comes to us. Yep. Goes to the kitchen. I don't know what they've wanted, so let's just make it up."
Mate, it
It's
sounds
fucked.
like he'd be perfect
Well,
on this episode. Of
That
the
is
podcast.
actually a brilliant. That is actually a
Where'd you get
brilliant.
him? I
part of this
guarantee his
podcast.
name's
That
Sean.
was- That I've never experienced anything like. I can't even comment or even say anything. I've never had something like that.
No, and I was there getting like hot in the head, and Chloe was like, "It's fine. I was like, "It's not fine. It's not fine." He called me 18.
And he asked if you want to
I'm
take
specifically
it
throwing out my beer
outside.
for tonight.
Bro, listen.
He offered you out after.
Yeah. Imagine he went, "Oh yeah, mate, you look about 15. Do you
offered
want to
you
go outside?"
out.
You're like, "Fucking what?"
He literally.
He's the type of guy to let us drink our drinks, and at the end, when we pay, he goes, "Oh, did you see my ID, by the way? Did you see some ID?" Well, we've had the drinks, and he went,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah,
That's
shit."
class, man.
But it's just the fact that I
Missed
was
the
like,
trick.
"Yeah, can I get 2 cocktails for me and 1 cocktail for Chloe?" And he went, "No, you can have 1, 1 each."
No.
Like it was like in his head.
You
No,
can order what you want. Like, yeah.
And he was like, "No, because I don't have to make them, but I have to wait for them to make 2."
I've never experienced anything like
bullshit.
that.
Sorry.
Innit?
It's your job.
That's
It's
his
your
job.
job.
No?
That's his job.
Roy Keane.
That's his job, no?
That's
That's his job. Make the cocktails. Bring them over. It's his fucking job.
It's a good impersonation, man. That is class.
You're gonna make
Oh
'em. We're gonna bring 'em
my
over
god.
anyway.
Oh dear. That's literally
That's
saved
Matt,
this
genuinely, that's
podcast.
one of the best
Congratulations.
stories
We
of
can
restaurant
call
stories
it.
I've ever heard.
Imagine me
We can
being there
literally
like
name
this.
this episode. Matt's restaurant experience is as messy as this episode. Has something around there. That's the title. Something like that has.
Shouldn't have
No,
done that.
that's
It's really
class.
hot.
I love that. Yeah, well, I think that's over sort of the topic time and sort of midweek special time. If we need to write a special notice to stick around
Time's
for the
up.
end of the episode because the last 10 minutes of this episode are class. If you want to skip the first 20, I don't blame you.
Listen,
Oh yeah, and I said if you're still here,
Oh well,
burnt
there we
nickel.
are. And if that doesn't make you want to,
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's just brilliant. That's a top.
To be fair,
icing on
no,
the
you-
cake.
yeah. To be fair, Atletico Madrid. You know.
I'll fucking deliver. Do you reckon
Yeah,
we can
I am as
wrap it
well.
up? Because I'm sweating.
Yeah, thank you all for
Yeah,
listening
no,
and watching.
100%,
Make sure
100%.
you like, comment, subscribe, even if you. Yeah,
We're
this
so
is a
sorry.
shit show, but it's fine.
Oh,
We
yeah.
tried. It's been a while. I've not recorded an episode in over 3 weeks.
If you reckon we should just kick Haz off and just be us,
Don't say that. We can't do. Don't say
and
that.
then
I like
call it the
Haz.
fellas.
We might bully him, but
Oh,
that's what makes
please.
it special.
No, we need
Yeah.
it.
The feed is
Look at the
special.
Insta. Look at
The
the
Insta
We can't do
flows,
that.
it looks
Haz can
good,
do
it
that.
looks
We can't do
artsy. It's not like graphic design's job. God. He's
Throughout the
levels
week.
above.
He thinks of that.
If he realises how shit we are, he'll get rid of us.
Right, anyway.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
Thank you so
And,
much for everyone.
And
for
yeah,
tuning
peace out.
in. It's been brilliant.
Bye.
It's been lovely.